Every one of us will have to overcome adversity and negativity and challenges to ultimately define ourselves and our team's success. It's not been an easy year. We've been through so much. But what I know is that it's all about moving forward. We start on this journey as we're riding our energy bus with a vision and purpose of where we're going. Like, where are we going? And why are we going there? What is our vision for our life? What is our vision for our career? What is our vision for our business? What is our vision for our family? What do we want to create? What do we want to build? Dabo Swinney is a good friend of mine. I've worked with Clemson football for the past 10 years. And when Dabo came on that scene as the head coach of the program, he was an interim coach. And he was meeting with the board of trustees. And he didn't even think he would have the job the following year. But in that board meeting, they said, you know, coach, we want to be a program that's like Georgia. We want to be like Michigan. We want to be like Ohio State. We want to be like them. Dabo couldn't help himself. He said, sir, I respectfully disagree. He said, my vision is so much bigger than that. He said, I want to create a program where they want to be like us. That is my vision. And he set out to build a program with a vision that he had. And it was built on Galatians 6:9. Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. And there was a time he was 6 and 7, and that vision didn't look good, and he was almost fired. But they kept him on. And after that is when he really built the success of that program. He used my book, Training Camp, The Best of the Best, What the Best Do Better, as a foundation of the program in 2011. That's how long it's been. And that program and that foundation became part of what they began to build, and that's how we started working together. But I've seen the power of a vision when you have it, and when you show up every day to build it. We need a telescope and a microscope on our journey. Pull out your telescope and your microscope. Telescope is the big picture vision of where you're going and why you're going there. The microscope is the zoom-focused actions you have to take each day to realize the picture in the telescope. And I needed a telescope when I started this journey, because when I wrote The Energy Bus, it was rejected by over 30 publishers. I was told to give up. It's not going to happen. But I couldn't give up because I had my vision and mission, and it was to encourage and inspire millions of people, one person at a time. That's what kept me going. So I kept on hoping, I kept on dreaming, kept on thinking, kept on putting it out there. Finally, I'll never forget, John Wiley & Sons agreed to take it on. I was so excited. It was coming out 6 months later. I asked a friend, what should I do? He said, pray. So I prayed for the bestseller. It came out, it was a bestseller in Korea. I learned you have to be specific with your prayers. It was like this huge hit in South Korea, not North Korea, but this huge hit in South Korea, but not one bookstore in the United States would carry the book. So I decided to go on a 28-city tour, paid for it by myself. Publisher wouldn't even pay for it. I was an unknown author. And I went from city to city sharing the message in the book. And we had 5 people in one city. We had 10 people in another. We had 20 in another. The most people we had were 100 people in Des Moines, Iowa. They thought Jeff Gordon was coming. That's why they showed up. That is not a joke. That's a true story. I remember I got home. I didn't know what the future held, but I knew that I had this vision and mission, and I had to live it and breathe it every single day. And that vision and mission has carried me forward, because that was 2007. Here we are, 2022, and I get to be with you all today. What is your vision? What is your mission? We don't get burned out because of what we do. We get burned out because we forget why we do it. When you know your why, you will know the way, and you won't let obstacles get in the way. That is why you have to keep your vision and your purpose alive.